Hi everyone, this is Melissa with Two Chefs in Love, and we are about to show you how to make freshly homemade corn tortillas. So here we have maseca, which is corn flour that you can buy at the grocery store, and it's already has everything that you need or included inside that flour. Also, I've put 1 cup of the maseca into a bowl and measured it out and just put it in. And I'm gonna give about maybe like half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of salt. And then I'm gonna start off with half a cup of, this is 1 cup total of hot water, but I'm gonna do half a cup right now and start kind of kneading that. I'm just gonna kind of press it between my fingers, and my hands are washed already. I'll pour a little bit more. And that is our Instapot that's beeping for our Instapot Carnitas that Matt made earlier. And as you see, it's coming together, but it's still too dry. So I'm gonna keep adding some more. And I found that about 1 cup to 1 cup of water is usually what has worked for me, but it also depends on the humidity in the air. That can affect the dough and the wetness of your dough. So kind of play it by ear with the last like 1/4 cup of water. You just don't want it to be too sticky. I'm gonna put a little bit more probably. Keep kneading it, pressing down with my palm, and then running it through my fingers. Kind of rubbing it around the bowl. And for me today, it seems like I was short about 1/4, so I did about 3/4 of a cup of liquid. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna let it kind of rest a little. Not really, just enough so I can show you what I did with a Ziploc bag. This might need a little bit more water, but we'll see. Okay, so what I did was get a gallon-sized bag, Ziploc bag, and I just cut through the seams here and opened it. So that's going to be my bag that I'm going to put my tortilla dough in the center of, in the middle. So this is if you don't have a tortilla press, because we haven't been able to find ours. So I'm gonna make a masa ball, probably about that size. So almost golf ball size. And I'm gonna kind of help it by pressing it down a little. And normally a tortilla press would do the whole thing for you, but I'm using a plate, and I'm just gonna center it and just press down. And it's still too thick. So I'm gonna use my rolling pin to kind of just spread it out a little bit thinner. And just make it more circular. Get it thinner. Okay. You can kind of feel it. So I have my comal, and it's warming up on my stove. I'm gonna peel my Ziploc bag off, and then I'm going to lay it gently. I'm gonna let that go for about 30 seconds to a minute on that side, and then I'm gonna flip it. So we'll see, hopefully, how it comes out. And then hopefully hopefully I'll be able to tell if that was enough liquid. If not, I'll just need to add some more. But I'm going to flip it and do that again, another 30 seconds or so. You can also like check at the temperature if it's too hot or too cold, just adjust it. And you kind of start seeing the color of your tortilla turn more opaque. And I'm just gonna flip it one more time. And then, this is a trick, I'm gonna push down on it and it should puff up. And we want it to puff up because that allows the steam to go in between the tortilla layers and finish cooking off that masa in between. So now that it's done that, I'm going to put it in my tortilla warmer and just continue with the tortillas. In the same fashion. Matt's going to show you how he does a different type of corn tortilla with his hands.
So obviously you can tell that just by looking at me, I'm old school Mexican. So because we don't have our tortilla press, let's see if we can do this the old school way, where you just slowly start to flatten this out. If you're just try to press this with your hands all at once, then your fingers would create these super large seams and it'll start to crack. So this is where the texture of the masa can be real important. And just slowly work it larger and larger. Sometimes it starts to crack around the edges, look like a little sand dollar. It is what it is. Might need a little more water, but that's okay. We still love Melissa. All right, sometimes I give it a little extra finish. I didn't use as much masa as Melissa did. So my tortilla is still a little bit, well, it's pretty darn thick too. So we'll just call this one a small gordita.
Of course you need oil if it was going to be a gordita.
Mm-hmm.
And so these tortillas are gluten-free and actually pretty healthy as opposed to the flour tortillas. But for many of us, we also really like flour tortillas.
So the flour tortillas will have to be on another video.
Yeah. And if you can't make these corn tortillas, you can just buy ready-made corn tortillas for your carnitas tacos. Nice spots, nice brown spots. And we'll let y'all choose what way you think would be the fastest and easiest way to make tortillas without a tortilla press.
As my tío once told me, if your tortillas don't puff up, it means your suegra doesn't love you. And I think my suegra won't love me with this tortilla.
Press it and see if it'll puff up. so just need to continue to cook some.
Yeah.
On that side. I guess your suegra doesn't love you, Matt.
Yep. Not today.
Not today. We'll finish cooking this a little bit more because I think it's just that it's thick.
A little too fat.
Mhm. It still will be delicious. I'm sure. Okay, well stay tuned for our carnitas tacos in just a few minutes.